everybody, welcome back to PadfootTD Games. My name is Zach, I am the voice behind the icon, and today we are back in American Truck Simulator once again to bring our K&N Series car down to Dover, Delaware. So, to be able to do this, Delaware is not one of the locations that are in the map. Oop, not what I wanted. World map. So, as you see, we'll be coming down the 95, going past Providence, etc. Dover, Delaware is right in here, okay? So we're not able to do that. I actually wanted to go to Baltimore, and it gave me crap. So instead, we are going to go to Washington for some reason. We're just going to go to Washington to make it easier, and I like being able to have an ending spot, you know what I mean? And apparently we got to load back into the game. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm really excited to be back in American Truck. I'm excited to be driving this truck once again. It's been a little while since we've been in it. Ella's right here to my right, just as she is in the cab. A lot of people actually haven't noticed this, but it actually says Ella on the side of the truck. And my nickname, since I've been very young, is Froggy, or Frogman. So, hence why Froggy right underneath. Let's click her on. Let's get our flashers on. We've already done a tug test. We are all set to go Washington bound. Hope everybody's having a great day. I know I am. I think I finally figured out how to get you guys HD content. We've been running at about 720 before, but the route, so I've come to find out, the route of what we were coming out was about below 720. I think it's like 460 or whatever the one below that is. And I was just like, okay, I'm sick of us having questionable quality videos. With a software that I already use for work, for video editing, which is Lightworks. I finally was able to start exporting in 1080 or even 14. I don't know what the next one, 14 something, 1460, whatever the next one is. But we were able to finally start doing that. Give me the room. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Little bitty toot. I knew that I was able to export at something higher. So working with OBS, which is what I use for recording, I think we are going to be all set. Notice that we've been doing a lot of short drives. We're just trying to keep the video lengths down. Keep them more interesting, so I'm picking the tracks that have been closest. We will probably get back into doing some long hauls, especially with this truck. It's 100% my favorite. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love our going in for gas. Thank you. Something about this combination just is fantastic. I think it's because it's probably closest to what you can actually see pulling into the tracks. Now, granted, a lot of companies now are using Freightliners, but I will stick with a Kenworth any day. Climb, climb, climb. Of course, crap load of traffic, so now we're stuck on a hill. Come on, FedEx. Go! Don't just stop right next to us, come on. Alright, we are 93 bound, headed for Washington. Now, it's one of those things where it's actually very interesting. Most of our driving brings us down the East Coast. You know, that's where most of the racetracks are. Gonna be switching up maybe a little bit more when it comes a little bit closer to the school year. A little bit easier for me to sit down and make longer videos than it is to make more videos, I'm gonna assume at this point. So fingers are crossed that we're gonna be able to keep the same amount of content. I think we're gonna have to go down to one video a day during the school year. Not 100% sure yet. But you guys will be the first to know. That's a guarantee. It's currently Wednesday. Beautiful day outside. It was cloudy earlier, but there's a beautiful breeze coming through, keeping the heat away, keeping the bugs away, which has been really nice. Just brought the dogs inside from playing out there. Just trying to make sure that... Trying to remember that every single one of them came inside. They did. Let's get on to the 95 right here. Again, hope your day is doing good. I hope you're keeping cool. If it's hot where you are, if it's cold where you are, send a little bit our way, okay? Ella would very much appreciate it, I can tell you that much. Let's see, what did we do? What's new? What's new? What's new? I don't think we've seen any movies since last time we've been able to sit down for Truck Simulator. What did we do? We've decided that we're not going to keep our seasonal camper. It's not anything major. We're going to try to get into some more hometown tracks and stuff like that, and trips, which means more vlogs, so I'm not overly sad about that. What else? Well, we went to Monadnock Speedway. Got to see an amazing event there. We got to see the Valenti Modified Firecracker 100. Made a vlog out of that. It's actually an hour long. It highlights most of the racing there that evening. And I get to give you guys a little bit of sneak peek. And we actually got almost every single crash that happened on video. Some great battles. The problem is of course, we are in the crowd and it's a sold out crowd. So, some of the shots are kind of iffy, but I still had a lot of fun doing it. Had a lot of fun putting it together and being able to bring it to you guys. What else is new in our world? This upcoming weekend, we're going to be bringing our camper up to Loudon, up to New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the Foxwoods 301, I think is what they call it, Foxwoods Casino 301, which is not this weekend, but the next weekend. We bring up our RV a week early. Sure. Of course. Once I pull over one lane, you're going to push over. We bring it up a week early, just so that it's up there and ready for us to camp. And then we've got like a 4 or 5 day weekend that we're going to be up there watching all the events that are happening. Of course, I've got to come home on Friday for one more performance at Northfield Down Herman. So it is what it is. Super excited though. I mean, of course, I'm getting paid, so I'm not like sad about it. Coming up on Providence right now. I always know because it's about to drop down to 55. Let's see, what else could be new? We've gone to Six Flags a couple times because her brother's been up here. Didn't vlog about it because Ella's been in her boots and it's a little bit harder to make sure that she walks in a straight line when she's in her shoes. For those of you who don't know, you can always check out on Instagram. They are like boots. Not booties, like that just go on the feet. Like full size, these would be combat boots for dogs. They go up to her elbow, so make sure she's good in any condition. Hate this 55 through here. Just come on. You got it. I believe in you. Back up 65. Perfect. Yet again, this is going to be a really short journey. 8 hours, so less than a half an hour. Once we can get back up to speed here. Coming up on Carl. Lonely, lonely Carl. There he is. Poor Carl. Should get Carl a friend. I can agree with that. Oh boy. Yet again, just another great day for a drive. Very therapeutic, feels great. Trying to keep up with the American Truck Sim news a little bit more. Oregon looks great. I really hope they do a lot of logging, because if they do, that's going to be our new niche for our owner-operator series. We're going to have a logging truck and probably a Peterbilt, flat-top Peterbilt. Just feels right to me, you know what I mean? Of course you do. Always had logging, not necessarily in my blood, but always been a fan. I always love. There's a movie, not a movie, a TV show out a long time ago. A couple people might remember. It was called American Loggers. Followed a family-run business from up in northern Maine, where they would get logs obviously. They'd harvest them and bring them up to Canada to a furniture maker. It's on for a couple seasons. I watched some of it on YouTube recently. Reminds me how much I actually enjoy logging and the fact of it. And there hasn't been really a good logging simulator that's been out. I know that farming simulator, like the new ones, have log farming in it. It's on my list of one of the things to buy. But, you know, timing. You know, right now we've got Riverside going, Lakewood going as well for SimCity. GTA seems to be back on where it needs to be, so we're making a whole bunch of those. Got a lot of mixture of content coming to you guys, so having a good time with that. As of course our American Truck Simulator series as well. Excuse me, sorry about that. I'm trying to fight off this kind of cough that seems to have come on today. I don't know if it maybe the weather, maybe the way I slept, but I had some dental work done the other day, had a filling put in, and my jaw hasn't felt right since, so, you know, kind of adjusting to that. A lot of people ask me what, this is actually last week I was going through some of the messages we had gotten. A lot of people have been asking me what's the future of this channel. Is this something I'm going to try turning into full-time if I had the chance? Blah, blah. Not planned. It's not planned to be my full-time job. I like what I do for a living. Like I said, this is just a hobby. That's why I do the games that I like to do, and that's why I only have 14 subscribers. I thank every single one of you, personally. But that's why I only have so many. I'm not going to go out and be like, oh, let's make 100,000 episodes of Fortnite. You know, it's whatever game kind of intrigues me at this point, and I like simulators, and that's where we began, and I love tycoon games, and that's where I'm going to continue to go, you know. But I am trying to put a lot more quality control in. You know, we've got the HD coming to YouTube, the 1080 or higher. We have the better recording, as you guys can hopefully hear. We're using separate recording software. I've always had a soundboard where we've mixed everything in, but just trying to make everything just a little bit better, and we're doing better with our screenshots, you know, editing them. Try to take it a little bit more seriously, and I know I'm going to have less and less time as the year goes on, especially once schooling starts back up, but I'm still having fun doing this regardless. I'm going to still try to at least one episode of something a day. Fingers are crossed that we're going to be able to do more than that, but it might come down to that. But yeah, it's just a hobby. If I could ever make extra income, it would be fantastic, so I'd be able to put it back into the channel with games, equipment, and stuff like that. And if we're ever able to make it really big and make it into some sort of community, I would love that even more. Right now, I just plan to kick butt, try to get at least one video a day, and give you guys some good content to watch. Some good driving, some realistic driving. Trying to keep realism at the max here. Of course, the one thing where we're having trouble with realism is in Grand Theft Auto and LSPDFR. Now that we've turned off God mode, I've died like 4 times. Just because he doesn't get to the right spot at the right time. But it happens, I guess. Oh boy. Still enjoying our cruise here. Yeah, I think I'm going to step out and grab a screenshot. I think this is a good time. I'll be right back. That's a keeper. I hope so, at least. About, what, 15 more minutes till we get there? Okay. What else could we talk about here? It's not that I'm lack of ideas. Actually, you know what? I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure the Husky wasn't chewing on something. It sounded like she was. But, I keep on watching some of these videos come back and forth of some of the new simulator games that might be coming out. Now, I see that there's a cop one that literally looks like just an exact what LSPDFR should be. You know, its own independent game. That looks pretty good. There's a firefighter one that's coming out, which I'm really, really excited about. I've watched Jeff Favignano play some previews for a couple of these. really excited to get my hands on some of this and bring it to the table, bring it to the channel. But of course, we've got to wait for them to come out. Loving our Jurassic World Evolution series. That's going to continue. We haven't filmed that in probably about a week and a half or so, just because Michael has been up. That's Danielle's brother, and I'm trying to make sure she gets to spend some time with him, so we haven't been filming that as much. Same thing with House Flipper. Making great, like I said earlier, great way with Grand Theft Auto, because that's working again for LSPDFR. Planet Coaster, I think, has been doing really well. Same thing with City Skylines. We've almost finished Train Sim World, sadly enough, though. There's only a couple more episodes that we're going to be able to get out of that. When I say couple, probably about like 6. So, handful more. Wish there was more. Thinking about getting some of the add-ons for it, of course, but money and time will tell. You know, we're already halfway through the year, well over halfway through the year. I am almost halfway through my summer vacation, which is scary all its own. Actually, when I think about it, today's what, the 11th? Yeah, I'm 4 days away from technically being done with my summer vacation, which I'm not looking forward to. I mean, I always love going to work and I love what I do, but, you know, time off's good too. I don't know, get back in the swing of things would be nice. Just, it's always that kind of like you grinding a gear that needs to be oiled. It's a perfectly well-oiled machine once you get it going, but that initial cranking is difficult. Oh boy. It's 4:30, so I should be hearing back from Danielle and her brother, so they should be coming back from Six Flags. They did a water park day, and I didn't want to have Ella walk around in her shoes and just to go around the water park. That's not fair. If we're going on rides and stuff, you know, that's a little bit better, but I'm not gonna just keep on walking around with her or heaven forbid just sit in a lawn chair with her. Not gonna happen. So give them a chance to bond and give me a chance to record some videos and work with Ella a little bit. She's been a good girl. She's sitting by the air conditioner right now in the other rooms. I don't blame her for that whatsoever. It gets very hot in my office very quick. And of course, with now running 3 programs, the game, the recording for video, and the recording for voice, my computer is just like, can we not? It handles it fine, though. Still highly recommend this computer for anybody. It's a Dell gaming computer, not an Alienware. Beautiful blue in the front. About 9 more minutes until we're there. It's awesome. About 3 more hours for us to drive. It's great. You know, I'm a Coke person through and through, but a Pepsi does sound pretty good right now. Like, I'm hardcore Coke Zero. You know this from watching my videos, and there's even a Coke Zero sitting right up there. But every once in a while, you're just like, man, I want to change it up. Tyson, not the worst brand. I don't know, I just don't feel like I get enough for the money. I'd rather buy a chicken and bread it and cook it. That's me. That's my little chef in me. 148 and this guy has lights on. I know it's cloudy, but I don't think we really need lights on. But, like I said, we're going down to Dover, Delaware right now. This just reminded me, I want to talk about the track. I love Dover, Delaware. I love Dover Raceway. I love the city. Putting quotes around that. I wouldn't normally call it a city. I love the town. And we've gone down there every year. I've missed 2 years. Once because of a wedding and once because we're like, maybe we won't want to come down here anymore. Save some money. Yeah, that lasted 1 year, and we're like, dude, this is boring. Let's go. Let's go back down there. Especially now that we bring Frankie. For those of you who don't know who Frankie is, that's our RV. She gets to come along. Now, granted, our RV is 23 years old. So old as Danielle, so. Car accident right there. I wish they'd given us just a little bit more warning so I didn't have to go flying by at 65. Luckily, hopefully the cop's not going to come out and rag on us about it. And we'll wait till we pass this guy. Let's see, is that enough room for us to get over? Yeah. Alright, we just passed Baltimore, which is originally where I was going to have us go, but... no, we just fit Philadelphia. Why do I think we went to Baltimore? Ugh. Not necessarily that I need sleep, I just need to pay attention more. So it's just past Philadelphia. But yeah, really excited to be going down to Dover. You guys get to come along as well. That's probably going to be a multi-day vlog. Just because there's so much that we do and there's so much that I want to make sure you see. I like trying to make these vlogs as if you got to be there. Hence why I don't worry about getting any sort of special views or anything. My plan for the NASCAR vlogs, when we actually go to a NASCAR race, you're going to see a lot less than what you see in our normal racing vlogs. Our normal racing vlogs, because there's so many different series, usually because it's home track kind of racing, we cut it up. You know, you get to see the practice and the heats and the races. And you have like 4 or 5 divisions. Well, now you're gonna have 1 division. So you'll be able to see the start, and then maybe if I can get a hold of any of the actual accidents, work in the pits or anything that, you know, they won't usually show on TV. But it's not going to be like what you're used to seeing. It'll be more about the experience of being there more than actually the race. Especially since NASCAR now puts the race out online afterwards. There's absolutely no point for me to actually record any of the details. Sorry, I have a bag of like Smart Food popcorn here, like the movie theater one, and it's so good that I couldn't not grab a piece. And we're in Maryland. 1 step closer to our final destination. Hour 42 minutes away, sounds good to me. About halfway down the eastern seaboard right now. Well, a third. I'd say more of a third than a half. If anybody was looking to be technical. Of course, now I got a popcorn kernel in my tooth, and I'm like, I just had 1 piece. It's all I wanted, and it came back to bite me in the butt. Go figure, right? Sorry, just trying to not die at this point. It's funny, growing up during the summer, popcorn has like a special spot in my heart. I used to play like Carnival, Cruise Tycoon, and Circus Tycoon, really old games, and the original Roller Coaster Tycoon. Well, probably Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. I'd say more of. Stay in your lane, dummy. You can tell a story and drive at the same time. And I would play these games like all day when my mom was at work, and I would eat popcorn. Sorry for that lapse in the audio. I just had to get a couple kernels out of my mouth. But I would make popcorn. Why? Because it was the one thing I trusted myself to make when I was younger. And it was one thing that was easy. We got these little bags of popcorn. You put them on in. Into the microwave for like, what, 3 minutes? Do I have a nugget coming to see me? Yes, I do. Hi, Ella. Woo! Don't crash the truck just because of the dog. Sorry, choking, dying. Don't eat while you video. I've just been recording videos all day, so I think I deserve a snack. Now I have Ella, who's now pushed my chair across the room. Sorry for any noises. Sorry, that's gross. Sorry if the audio is changing. I'm literally a little bit further away from the microphone now. But Ella comes first. Yes, she does. Washington's in our sights. We are so close to finishing this journey. It's not like it was a hard journey or a long one, but it's interesting. There's some days where I'm just feeling it and I'm ready to go, and there's some days where it's just not, you know, and today seems to be like one of those I'm not, which is okay. Everybody has a funk, but a little frustrating when you wanted to get in and do a video and all of a sudden you're not feeling it. So Fingers crossed I'll buck up. Let's get over here into this right lane since Washington is coming up. Just want to make sure that we're going to get there on time. 24 minutes left. Yeah, it's right off the highway. 95 has been good to us this year. They put 25,276. 8, 9. Sorry. A lot of miles. Almost 25,500. So, really excited that we've been able to drive that much this year. Going from track to track. It's been a lot of fun, and I love the K&N series. This is one that's going to be sticking around for a long time. If I actually had to pick one between this and even that custom Kenworth, this is what I would pick. Why? I feel better with this truck, even though the other one's a lot prettier. Alright, let's get off this exit here. Make sure we don't do it at like 110 miles an hour. Why did you just shove my finger into your eye? Literally petting her head, and she just moved forward and like, oh, let's do this. It's fun. Yeah, I've got a window. If you're not going to speed up, I am. Get over here into the left lane here in Washington. Hello, what are you doing? You're pushing on my brake pedal is what you're doing. I love you so much. Yes. Can't wait until 2019. We're gonna have a brand new paint scheme on the truck and trailer. Truck's probably gonna stay almost exactly the same, but I have some ideas what I would like to do with the trailer. Hi, Nug. Cop literally just stopped in the middle of the road. Not really shocked, I'll tell you that much. Alright, looks like we're going to be delivering to this FedEx up here. Yet again, this is the closest that we could get to Dover, Delaware. Baltimore wasn't having it, so Washington it will be. Perfect. And FedEx is right up here. Luckily nobody's coming out, so we can just swing wide and get ourselves in there. They do have a trailer in a bad spot though. So we're gonna probably park right along that wall. Let's see where you want it. I mean, not where do you need it. Yeah, right up. Bring her in. Just make sure that we don't scrape that wall right there. I know we could do it right there, but we like to make sure our loads are nice and straight. Park and brake. Step on out. Looks so good. Drop the trailer. Alright, excellent. Driven distance 461 miles, 7 hours and 26 minutes, 69.4 gallons of fuel. I don't need another upgrade. Thank you. Fun Nugget. Say thank you. Hi, yes. Alright, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. If you like what you saw, we do live stream on Twitch from time to time at PadfootTD. On YouTube, you're watching this at PadfootTD Space Games. If you like this kind of content, you want to see more, always you can subscribe. Not usually one to reach out for anybody who might want to subscribe, but just saying, the more that you subscribe, the more that I know that people are actually enjoying what they see. Besides, I love what I do right now on this channel. You want to see some really cute pups like Ella that we're always talking about? Huh, Nuggy? You can follow us on Instagram at PadfootTD Games, all one word. Let us know down in the comments below what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down. It really does let me know if you like what you saw. But with that said, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!